Bitcoin right now is facing a massive crash. As you can see, both Bitcoin and the BlackRock Bitcoin Spot ETF over the last day or so have only been trading downwards, and luckily enough, it's exactly as expectation. We stated before that $47,000 is where I'll be closing some of my long positions. I still have some open, but we'll talk about that later, because at that point we most likely are due for some correction. Interestingly enough, I think we caught the exact top of the top if you exclude some of these crazier wicks, because as you can see, the white line is where we ended our position, and that was, in my opinion, pretty beautiful. The only thing that could have been better is trading the BlackRock FOMO, but I kind of skipped out on that. Anyway, as it stands right now, we are waiting for a massive correction, hopefully all the way towards 37, at which point we'll also increase our position with adding a short in a hedge scenario, or I should say as a hedge scenario, for a Bitcoin correction to 33, if not lower, even though 33 is our worst case scenario though for right now. And every white line, guys, is exactly still where for our longer term strategies, I will be picking up more Bitcoin. That means that whenever Bitcoin crosses these white lines, I'll be picking some up, adding it to our long positions. However, we're doing it in slightly lower quantities this time, where if you're watching this video and it's slightly too late for you to pick up, listen carefully. What we are doing is opening at any one of these levels, any white line, in increased quantities. So let's hypothetically speak and say that right here we'd have 1 unit, right here we'd open 2, right here, for example, we might open 2.5 and here open 3, and then here open, let's say even 5 or 6 units, because our goal is never to be exposed with our entire portfolio, but open juicy and sizable trades. And even at $33,000, we do not want to have too much exposure in case we do want to go for some crazy trades on the short term. But at 33, we'd open the most amount of units in case we do see a massive correction as was earlier expected. Then again, what we are seeing right now is actually something quite textbook-like. As you can see, the Ethereum price is up roughly 27% versus Bitcoin over the last couple of days. And it does remind me a lot of our usual money flow in crypto, where over the last couple of weeks, we've seen massive inflows to Bitcoin. And right now, it's flowing first of all into Ethereum, as the expectation is so that the Ethereum ETFs will be coming next, and BlackRock has shown tremendous amount of interest in them. And I mean, the price of Ethereum is reflecting that, going up to nearly $2,700, while Bitcoin continues to break down. Then again, as the price moves down, Bitcoin becomes more and more interesting. As I always quote the book, The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham, and I'll quickly quote this little section right here. If no price seemed too high for stocks in the 1990s, in 2003, we've reached a point at which no price appears to be low enough. The pendulum has swung. The Graham knew it always does, from irrational exuberance to unjustifiable pessimism. In 2002, investors yanked $27 billion out of stock mutual funds, and a survey conducted by the Securities Industry Association found that 1 out of 10 investors had cut back on stocks by at least 25%. The same people who were eager to buy stocks in the late 1990s. Obviously, when they were going up in price and therefore becoming expensive, sold stocks as they went down in price and by definition became cheaper. As Graham shows so brilliantly, I guess I have a little speech impediment, shows so brilliantly in chapter 8, this is exactly backwards. The intelligent investor realizes that stocks, in this case cryptos, become more risky, not less, as their prices rise, and less risky, not more, as their prices fall. The intelligent investor dreads a bull market since it makes stocks more costly to buy, and conversely, so long as you keep enough cash on hand to meet your spending needs, you should welcome a bear market since it puts stocks back on sale. So take heart. The death of the bull market is not the bad news everyone believes it to be. Thanks to the decline in stock prices, now is a considerably safer and saner time to be building wealth. And the only caveat we have to that is another part of the book where it talks about this buy the rumors, sell the news type of stuff. But anyway, as it stands right now, that strategy is in play. Where a lot of people are right now seeing the prices dip and thinking about selling, we are thinking only about buying. If you did not open any short positions at this top, which in my opinion would only be wise if it's for the very short term, or if you did what we said before, some of the hedge strategies, but it's riskier and more difficult. As long as you did not go short anywhere close to the top, going short is getting riskier and riskier as prices go down, and going long is getting more and more logical and more safe, I would say, as prices come down. Right now, for example, at 43,400, even right now it's 700, the value proposition in opening longs is getting better and better. But I'm no maniac. The reason 𝗕𝗫 opens positions in the tens of millions of dollars, or guys like Crypto can be in millions of dollars worth of profit, is partially because they've got a lot of money, but most importantly, because they know the most important part about these longer term strategies, which is layering your way down. If you only buy once, you might get lucky, you might get unlucky. If you layer your way down, and we all know that in a few months, crypto will be way up there, the only thing you got to think about is how many units do I buy every single time it falls a certain amount, and what price swings am I comfortable with? As I said before, there are a couple of short-term strategies we have in play to make money as prices fall down, or to make money on the really short term, but we're still setting up the bots. It's taken some time because you got to be really careful with them. And whatever I show you guys in these videos is just the easiest strategy that for every crypto bull run thus far, for the last 12 years, whatever, has worked and will most likely, as long as Bitcoin doesn't go to zero, continue to work forever. It's all about some endurance though. If you really can't stand seeing your position be at a loss, this ain't for you. But I'll tell you something else. Do you guys know the position I showed you guys on stream yesterday? The one that's in $10,000 worth of profit. Do you know I forgot about that position? We opened that live on stream, and because we only had $5,000 in the account, we decided to open up a trade. I'm not sure how much money was in it, like 1,500 bucks or so, and see how it does. You want to know a fun fact? That stream and the next couple of days, we were in a massive loss, which is why I thought, it's done, let's skip it. But when we're looking back at the money right now, even though I didn't even continue to buy, it's up like 800%, which again is the power of either layering your buys down or just getting in at a low price. And how do you get to a lower price? By continuing to buy down, buying when others are fearful, which is the most famous saying. And yes, I understand it's hard. Yes, I understand you're thinking of opening more shorts, or you're thinking of, should I quit? What the real big guys are doing is buying their freaking hands off and potentially might open some shorts on the short term, etc. And some people sold all their crypto at 47 because it was a pretty logical top, but that ain't my strategy. I personally am not good with this mental barrier of not having enough crypto. I always want to keep crypto and make money on the side. I don't like selling off all my Bitcoin because what if the price doesn't actually crash, it keeps going on forever, and all of a sudden I have nothing anymore? I can't stand that. And if that doesn't work for me, then my best strategy is the one I described to you guys, which is I have a stash of cryptos that I don't sell. I have a stash of money that I think about in USDT terms. And all I think about is making that USDT amount, the dollar amount, the euro amount, more. How do I do that? Well, partially very, very short-term plays, which I've not shown on the channel yet. And partially these bigger swings, these DCA strategies, because they have proven to work over time and are just the easiest to set up, easiest to go for, but they work. Anyway, if this all made you scared, just quit. Look back in a few months and you'll see how things have done. If all this price moving down is hitting you the wrong way, I feel for you. But at least you can claim yourself a free $500 Bitcoin trade on Bybit with the link down below. You might enjoy that. Could be something juicy to trade with if you want to. And I must admit, it's a massive candle down. All trend lines have been broken. But as we get towards that $37,000 area, if we do, I'll be stacking up hard. And if we go to 33, I'll be stacking harder than I've ever done in preparation of the next few months. If you're a short-term trader though, obviously be more wary. But for my strategy, this will be incredible, but you'll see it. Just stick around the channel to watch our updates. If you're not into trading yourself, do not worry. You can just follow our story and see how we do it. And if you guys would like more short-term updates, so more trades that we do within a day or within a couple hours, let me know down below because I might actually show you guys more of that. Talking about very quick opportunities, very quick patterns, but just let me know down below if there's interest for that. Or if you guys would like to see more updates on Ethereum or things like XRP, do let me know. And I'll see you guys again in another crypto update very soon. If you've not done it yet, make sure you press the like button. See you guys.